In the world of Star Trek, the Enterprise is 947 feet long. The one that you see on screen is actually just 5.5 feet. Hi, I'm Greg Jean, and you're in my garage, and we're in beautiful downtown Marina del Rey, right by the sea. We do a lot of models for movies, TV shows, and occasionally some commercials and trade shows. The models are started normally through an art director and his art staff generating some drawings or some sketches, and then we take it from there, figuring out how big the model has to be and the best way to make it on time. Measurements take a big part of our job. To make it look like the drawing in a bigger scale, we have to measure exactly and blow up in the correct ratio what we see on paper. Once we take these and make them look like the actual drawings, we've achieved our job of making the three-dimensional object look exactly like the scale drawing. If I had my druthers, I'd rather work on the Klingon ships because we can get a lot dirtier and meaner with them. This is the Klingon mold, and to get this mold, we have to have a pattern, which is the basic thing you start with. This is the pattern of the Klingon ship. You can see this is basically wood, and all these little plastic pieces are added on. And it would take an awful lot of time and an awful lot of money to keep making these one at a time, because a lot of them get blown up in the show. With the mold, all you have to do is put in the casting material, and 24 hours later you have a finished ship, ready to paint. This is one of the small molds. It's part of the Klingon engine mount. So you can see all the detail you have in the rubber mold, and then all the detail that you pick up in the nice hard resin. The next step is actually starting to paint some of these models. This one has just the base coat on, and then some of the other molds go right on the side here after we cut a hole opening. I started out actually in graphic design, working for advertising companies, and then I took a class in college on how to sculpt and found out how to make things myself out of clay and plaster, and that's sort of how I started. I actually wanted to make my own toys. Anybody that wants to do model making should practice at first at home. Just get some plastic kits and work with some friends, because once you work with other friends, you get great ideas about, well, he can do it this way and I can do it this way. They need to know how to do basic math, to scale things up, to find right angles. The best thing about my job is I get to have fun making toys, especially toys of things I like.